right, enough about sturdy. So,
You don't talk about sturdy.
Ay.
Sorry.
There we go. Last time. Pinned in a hallway in a room filled with angry spirits, outside a demonic presence, firing lightning bolts and all kinds of arcane fuckery at the party. You all barely managed to survive, having discovered that the entity in the statue was none other than an Arcanoloth. At least one of you found that out, using your kind of fiendish heritage, Durango. Having done a significant amount of damage to it and exploding a portion of the faceless god, that statue that it was hiding in, and then using a T-Rex version of Casimir to knock the statue onto the floor and shatter it. You managed to, at least for the moment, you believe, subdue the Arcanoloth as it vanished and ran. Later on that evening, getting a much-deserved rest, a strange individual appeared to perform a odd ritual in service to his master. After a tense interaction and a very brief combat, you all quickly realized you were outmatched before allowing the figure to get along his day, the Chamberlain himself, servant of Count Strahd von Zervich. Making your way back into the that room where you've rested several times now. You all stand watch. Chuck, you wander off. Your Tensveta wanders off into the room with the castle, correct? The model of the castle. No, it wasn't. It was no, it wasn't. There was the potion room. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you all bed in for yet another night here in this amber glazed temple of darkness, I need 2 perception checks. One for whoever's keeping watch in group A, and one from Tensveta.
I'll roll for the group since I'm standing at the door. Why
15
not?
for tens.
24 for Ash.
Ash, which door are you standing at? You're standing at that one.
Yeah, standing at the one that my token's on right now. Just kind of gazing out into the whatever.
For the most part, the evening goes by quietly. At one point into the evening, you feel like you hear a bit of stone shuffle. Kind of echoes and reverberates up the corridor from the area beyond where the statue lie crumbled. Do you do anything about it, or do you just let it go?
Just let it go. I learned my lesson trying to chase after the last guy.
Could be anything. Could be a bit of rubble falling from that collapsing gallery up top, that balcony. Could be something moving. It's difficult to see in the shadows, but you, hearing no follow-up, no further sound, you let it pass. And the night passes without a hitch. See bits of the morning light, whatever can manage to squeak through the overcast skies, peeking through that crack in the wall. So you all get a much needed long rest.
Oh, thank the tits. Okay.
Yeah, needed that real bad.
Yep, pretty tapped out.
And what are the rest of you doing? Or I guess, Ash, what are you doing once watch is over and you feel everyone's gotten enough sleep?
So I would wake somebody up to make sure that I got a long rest in there too, just so we're making that clear. So if I need to kick somebody awake and they need to make a perception check, I'm
I
kicking
believe
awake.
it was halfway through the night because somebody else was keeping watch before. I think it was Tensveta and Casimir when that first person showed up. So it was, you guys had kind of done half of a long rest. It was just interrupted.
Okay. Yeah, as I see the light, Ash sees the light, coming through that crevice in the wall there. He's just gonna go around, start nudging people with his toe, trying to get him up. Prestidigitates a little bit of muck on the back of Durango, like he's wont to do.
Durango rolls over with a lazy groan and stretches dramatically like he's in a feather bed. And a fine morning to you, Mr. Ash. I do not suppose that you have come across any eggs in the night.
No eggs.
The service at this establishment, it is quite deplorable, eh? And he gets up and gets himself arranged, and in an instant is immaculately groomed as usual.
Yeah, I'll make sure I leave a 1-star review on Delp. That's the message board in town. Rate your restaurants.
Help.
Trying not to go for copyright.
While everyone's sort of getting ready, I'm gonna sit on the ground, sort of legs crossed, looking through a crack as the sun rises and it comes through as much as it does here anyway. And I'm going to attempt to attune with the holy symbol of Ravenkind. And just watching what little bit of sun, I just sort of say, like, it doesn't mean we're best friends or nothing. But yeah, I can help you.
Make a religion. Just check that.
Okay. That's a 16. It's all right.
When was the last time you felt Lathander, like truly, like as a worshiper?
Well, after the big incident, well, I don't know if I noticed the lack of connection so much as I noticed the presence of something else. It really started to dim after that big revelation. Oftentimes we'll pray right before we go into those sort of situations before we take out somebody. So probably since the morning of that day. Well,
so how long ago would you say that was?
Years. At least a good 4 years.
Yeah, unfortunately, you clutch the symbol, and it is hard to. It's hard to explain what essentially you are trying to feel, an attunement or anything, but it's just an absence. You don't there's still, you just don't feel that connection. Whether it's this place or even just to the artifact itself, like you can tell that there's power within it, but it is just still like there is a wall, there is a slight block. But for a moment, you feel a bit of warmth. It's those rays of sun sort of peek through that crack in the wall into the chamber. It's there for like for an instant, and then gone.
Oh, come on, mate. What's the bloody do?
Roll just roll a d100.
Ooh.
Okay.
Don't get many of those.
Percentile dice.
Ooh.
I don't have the official spell. I don't have commune, but that would have been a very successful.
I'm aware. So you get this as you say that, right, and you stare into the symbol, right? The light shines again through the crack in the wall, and it reflects off of it. And as it does, like it's almost blinding for a moment as the sun hits your eyes, and in the reflection of the metal glinting off of it, you just see your face. You get this distinct feeling that the issue isn't Lathander yet. It's still it's you. You aren't quite ready yet. And there's this sudden feeling of, I guess, this sudden realization, a sudden feeling of guilt kind of washes over you. You get some visions of your not so best days, just memories of things you've done that, you know, may take more than a night of praying to wash away.
I already feel bad enough. Alright. And I just sort of tuck it back in and put back on that sort of greasy smile and look around there. Alright, we got more of a temple to check out, eh?
Yeah, I should probably give that lower level a little more of a thorough look through. But I'd say let's speed it up. I don't think we want to spend more than another day here.
I know, Augie's for me, mate.
Tins has notably not returned.
Oh. Where's Mr. Seasons?
I don't know, but that would explain why it's so quiet and kind of peaceful. Okay. Casimir, did you were on watch with him. I just assumed he was taking a leak or something. I guess I didn't see him come back.
You look over at Casimir, and you haven't really been paying attention, right? And you're familiar with the fact that Sveta doesn't really sleep, and Casimir doesn't really sleep, right? They go into this sort of deep meditative state. But Casimir's eyes are open, not closed, and they are like focused on a point on the floor. And he's just sort of just a slight rock to him as he's sticking, and you can see him just sort of like tensing his hand and his fingers in his hand very quickly, as if deep in thought. And as your words hit him, he shakes his head. I believe he needed a moment of solitary confinement. Whether it's the right place for it or not is. I can go look for him if that is your wish.
I was just wondering if you had any idea where he tipped off to specifically. But are you okay? You weren't like here for a second. Like
yes,
you were here, but like you were.
Yes,
like,
it's just it's much on my mind. It's been a very long couple days.
Anything you need to share with the class? Anything we you'd be worried about?
Mr. Ash, I believe if all of us started spilling all of our dark secrets and our haunted pasts, you think we would ever get anything accomplished here?
Oh God, no. I didn't really want you to, but like if it was something really important, we should probably know about it.
No.
Okay, cool.
Old scars.
We should
So,
probably
my
find him.
friends, shall we embark on a great adventure to find Mr. Tens?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, this is the opportunity if we want to leave him.
But here's like, as annoying as he is, he does take a lot of punches for us. And like, I do appreciate he does it to himself, but also like, at least it's not me for a little bit, you know?
Myself,
Or
I
you.
could not imagine time in this land without Mr. Tens by my side. I have grown quite fond.
We're getting used to him. It's a little too quiet now, eh? Yeah, it's fine.
Casimir creaks open the door, looks out quickly, and calls just kind of down that corridor. Tensveta. Yeah. I'm getting no response. I guess we search.
Yeah, all right. As everybody kind of, I'm guessing starts, heading out that door that Casimir's heading out right now. Ash is gonna kind of grab Cole a little bit, hold him back. Hey, keep your eye on Casimir. Something's, I know, he might not be all there today, or this morning at least. Just catch him in case he falls, kind of thing, you know?
I'm not gonna let anyone falter in here, but you know, he doesn't get out much. This is most activity he's probably seen in centuries.
I agree. And just, I mean, if we need another T-Rex, like, we'd like to have him around.
Oh yeah. What's a T-Rex?
The big lizard thing. You know, T-Rex
is that
where
what
you're
it
from?
is?
Yeah.
I ain't seen none of them in Casata now.
Oh yeah, we got a jungle full of them back home.
Weird. There's people living there.
Well, they don't live near the T-Rex, but yeah, some of them live in the jungle.
Mate. Yeah, let's find himself. I'll watch him. I'll watch Casimir. He'll be fine.
Gotcha. And then let's go a looky-loo.
Yeah.
So as Casimir gets up to the first door, you can see that this light sort of shimmer over him very quickly, as it just surrounds his entire body. And as he uses the end of his staff to sort of push open the doorway.
Tens is passed out on top of the table, drooling, just like jacket open, sprawled out, just like he's eaten an entire banquet full of food. Just
I mean, is that even necessary?
It would appear that not everyone finds our accommodations quite so inhospitable.
I wonder what's in this drink. And Ash is gonna take one of the bottles from the wall and full of sand and pour it down Ten's. Just pour some in Ten's mouth. Breakfast.
What'd you do that for?
Oh, I thought it was.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Oh, I thought this was like some superfood. For
Yeah, I
That's-
don't, you should.
That was like mud in my mouth. This is awful.
It looked awful.
Let's
At
go.
this point, Durango's began serenading Tensveta some song about a sleeping beauty. It's quite facetious, and it's saccharine and obnoxious.
Don't stop. If we're gonna do anything today, don't do that.
Always sleeping in here alone anyway. Got a death wish?
No.
All right. Well, make yourself presentable. Why, I don't know. We're in a fucking temple, but we got some looking to do.
He straightens up his coat and then snaps a couple times to get the mud out of his mouth as he brushes his teeth with prestidigitation like a proper fucking person.
Excuse me, I can magically brush my teeth.
You should too. That's nice.
I can't do it.
Mm.
Is-
He pulls out a marble and just kind of like licks it, and that same kind of sheen goes over him that Casimir had. And he sticks it back in his thing, and then pulls it back out and licks the marble again, sticks it back in.
Is
just
tens and
take-
fall?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning.
Just a peculiar way of practice. I've never seen anything like it.
It's not on purpose.
At least everyone seems to be in good spirits this morning.
Yeah, I'm downright cheery.
We have spirits? I'd like a spirit. Do we have any more of that Fortescue's finest?
Mate, we just woke up.
Drink's a drink.
You're right about that.
All right, let's go.
Carry on.
So, my friend, shall we follow the path of secrets in the hidden passages which will reveal themselves to us?
Probably.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we can at least. Isn't there a stairwell up here to the next door too, where we can cut down?
Where we fought the well, yeah, there's one that we went down here, but it was that secret one that was over there by the amber, by that large thing that we were warned about by Fuckstick.
Like
yeah.
a statue, but with a bad attitude, as I recall.
What?
This thing, it was like a statue, but with a bad attitude.
Oh, I thought you said it was like you, and I was like, I don't understand how I'm made a member, but you know, I don't know.
Okay.
Come, best friends, clear these cobwebs from your eyes. It is time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we going over and down, or are we just gonna go down over here?
Well,
Pretty
this is
sure we
closer.
cleared the upper floor.
Might be kind of productive to, go farther away, check that out, and circle back. So maybe
go.
just go to else here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I really don't want to walk that far.
Boy, do I got bad news for when we leave here for you.
Didn't we have horses? Am I crazy? Did we walk all the way here?
Mr. Ash, ever the optimist, you hear this? Speaking of us all leaving.
Hopefully we're taking care of most of the major threats in here.
Well, Circle, we
doubt
must
it.
remain vigilant for my distant cousin, which I do believe still roams these halls.
Well, we killed him.
Nobody, he ain't dead.
Okay.
Still got the other mage hanging out in that room over there too, as far as we know.
Well, yeah.
You can say he's chicken shit.
He's not a mage. He's an apprentice at best.
I know about this,
Cool.
mate. I just know where we have his book.
I believe Mr. Tenzi does not refer to the rat from the other room, but our no skeletal friend to the north.
Oh, that one. Right. Yeah, he's not going to do anything though, and I did not get his book. He saw me. He put it in his own hand. It was terrifying.
Probably wouldn't even remember if you took it, mate.
No, he would. I think he would. No.
We're walking and talking. We're walking and talking.
Yeah.
Would, my friend, but it appears that my feet are unfortunately adhered to the floor.
Same, I can't even
Oh.
get up off the table.
There you go.
Well. So, which entryway in particular are you guys looking at? You're looking for this one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
going
gonna
down
put
this
down
one
here.
because Tens is lazy.
Sure.
Tens is lazy.
Hensvet.
Tinsveta Neyota.
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 I could have been so stupid.
It's Neyota. All right. So as you descend the stairway down that short 10-foot hall, like that thinner 10-foot hallway down the western side of the temple, 3 10-foot long staircases separated by 10-foot square landings as you proceed downward. Thick dust covers pretty much everything on the stairs. This particular entrance doesn't look like it's been used in decades, maybe centuries. As your feet fall, the dust kicks into the air, and your noticeable footprints are left behind as you walk further and further down into the temple. Finally, making your way back onto that first floor, the entryway, no door, just leads down into what looks like one of the western wings of this lower hall. Glistening amber coats the walls and ceiling of this enormous hall like sculpted honey, and dust covers the black marble floor. The vaulted ceiling is 25 feet high. Set into the walls at a height of 5 feet are these amber ledges lined with life-sized alabaster statues of cats and frogs and hawks, owls, rats, ravens looking around, snakes, toads, and weasels. All forms of animal life carved intricately into these landings out of the amber. However, many of the statues have fallen off of their perches and lie shattered on the floor. Even more that you can't make out. There's chunks of amber just strewn across the dust-filled floor. To the north is a large amber door that stands open, and 4 other amber doors to the west and south stand closed.
Anybody want to look at this, or should I just open this door here?
We've talked about this one.
I know we talked about it, but that's just me passive aggressively saying somebody come over here and help me with this door.
Well, won't you just say that then?
I really don't know, honestly. You think I would try to forget? As, crass as I am, I would not have as many customs and courtesies, social norms that I follow, but here we are.
Hey, just say what you mean, mate. It's as easier.
Okay, well, open the damn door on 3, 2.
As you attempt to open it, it is locked tight. Although, looking at the door itself, there doesn't appear to be any sort of locking mechanism.
Well, I tried. Somebody else.
It turns you what
Hands,
happened
aren't you
with
good with
this.
doors?
What? I'm sorry, I was distracted by the honey ceiling.
Come lick this door and tell me if you can open it.
Okay, and he just kind of like stumbles over and starts licking the door, kind of looking at it and trying to look through different parts of it. Like those amber beads that people get that are totally toxic for babies, but they get anyway for teething. You just kind of.
I am not aware of toxic baby teething
This,
toys.
we're playing Strahd, but even that took a dark turn from this.
You lost.
Great band name. Just throwing it out there.
Licking amber beads.
Toxic baby teething toys, I think was the exact
toxic
Oh.
baby teething toys, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to be
That
toxic
it's
toddler teething toys.
Okay, so it's not actually that it's toxic. It's that that like as you lick away the layers of amber, there's the potential for disease inside. It's complicated. Anyway, I'm gonna investigate the door by licking it, looking at it, and smelling it.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Solid 8.
The door itself doesn't appear to have any sort of opening for a key or anything even resembling a locking mechanism or even similar, even a handle, to be honest. It appears to be sort of just either push or pull, but there's no discernible way to unlock it and or open it from a physical perspective.
It's probably barred on the other side, don't you think? There's no lock here, and it's locked unless it's magic. But I don't know that. I don't know that one.
Make an Arcana or Intelligence. I guess you can go either way.
Arcana's a 9.
Arcana's a 9. Yeah, you're not familiar with any magic that would allow you to, I guess, lock a door or that would lock a door. Why don't we have Casimir roll?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
You want to roll it, Chuck?
Sure.
You're rolling so hot tonight.
I know, right? No, but Casimir can
There
get
we
a
go.
19 on Arcana.
What did he get?
19.
19. There is a spell. Perhaps you haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I had it written down in my particular book, but there is a locking spell, and typically it requires a password or some sort of arcane means to open.
Paul walks over to the wall full of the animal carvings and says, "My guys, anything to do with these?" I'm gonna start. Do I see any like depressions or that even the ones that are broken on amber? Do they look like they're like slot in like it's a mechanism of some sort rather than just sculpture?
Make an investigation check.
That's not bad. It's a 17.
Yeah, no, the statues themselves appear to be sort of irrelevant. You kind of dig through each one while they're covered in dust and they're beautifully carved. None of them seem to have any relevance. There's no mechanism. There's no trigger. You pick them all up and move them around. There's nothing that seems to be kind of holding them in place. That would be a secret or anything like that.
Let me know. Nice though. Good work.
Perhaps, my friends, the answer to this riddle lies elsewhere in this place.
Maybe it just lies in Cole's mace. Really
Ash
don't
is
want to
gonna
go looking at the door right now.
Ash is gonna take on the voice of Strahd for a little bit here, and just be, open.
Blood.
Blood.
Say the words, nothing happens. That is disturbing. I will give you that.
I got some fun tricks. Back to my regular voice for that.
You got tricks.
My crowbar broke, right? On the chest.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one.
Yeah, I'm willing to give that a try. Brute force.
Sure. Just gonna give him his crowbar.
I'll try to find sort of either where the door meets the bottom or some sort of seam where I could start to try to figure out which direction this thing might swing and try to pop it open.
Go ahead and make a strength check with advantage. Athletics, whatever.
Athletics would have been better. That would have been +7 instead of +4, but that would have been
Sure.
15.
15. Yeah, you attempt to wedge with that crowbar. It just won't budge.
Well, let's not waste any more time. Get back to it. We'll get back to it.
Yeah, all right. Toss the crowbar back to Tens.
If, like, he barely catches it as he's like half asleep. He's like, ugh. Sorry.
You sure left seasons the best for you right now? You know, it's sort of want to be on your toes in here, yeah?
Just got comfortable last night, and it just kind of happened. It's cozy.
Thank cozy, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, the air is still turning to steam as it exits your mouth through all this exertion. The temple freezing. Okay. Somebody's been.
I placed a torch on myself. That's all I was trying to do.
Is that what that was? Hold on. I got you.
Just trying to see.
There you go.
Just trying to see, man.
So, as you start, you kind of give up and start to back away. Cole, this creeping uneasiness as you turn away from the door, almost like the shadows are in the room, or just like being pulled inside it for a moment. This shiver down your spine, and then everything's normal. You look around, nothing.
I just a general sort of shiver as I turn away, or like specifically towards
just this like creeping, just evil that seems to permeate this entire room. Although the amber coating is one thing, but it's just Casimir sort of turns to you for a moment and catches a look in your eye, and I feel it as well. It seems that it's just.
Yeah, it's
This
not
place
right.
is wrong. It's just wrong. Yes.
I'm gonna start sniffing around, just down the hall, and as I'm going, I'm gonna use Divine Sense. So I'll know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. I'll know the type, and not its identity. Or any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. Which I
As long
feel.
as it's not behind cover.
Yep. Is it for a minute?
It says 1 round, so no, 10 seconds.
Yeah. Nothing immediately gives off any sign or alarm. It's just this creepy feeling, like being alone in the dark, like anxiety.
As we're, walking down the hall farther, I'm gonna go up to Tens and pat him on the back and go, "Mate, you're gonna want to perk up, this ain't right." And, ain't right. And, let's continue on.
Which one do you want then? I didn't know.
Whatever's gonna keep you on your toes is something. I don't know if I'm just sort of like feeling like straws linger from here, or what it is, but Casimir feels it too. It's not. Yeah.
You see him kind of slap himself kind of rapidly for a moment before you can see a little bit of a bit of a green kind of begin to go across his cheek. And he kind of stops and goes, Well, give me a minute. Just a minute. So he kind of steps away, just kind of like off to the side, and leans against the wall, puts his head against it. You can see him kind of like muttering something underneath his breath for a few moments as he just kind of rubs his face where he smacked himself on the cheeks. And he starts rubbing his face. And he takes a deep breath, and as he does, all that orange there just like slowly gradients away to green. Turns back and he goes, "Better?
Well, I wasn't saying that for me, I was saying it for you.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate it. Shows you care."
Yeah.
He like half skips back over.
Okay.
What are we
Wait a
doing?
minute. 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1.
As you push open the door, it creaks loudly. And the rotten wood of the door just sort of squealing against that rusted metal reverberates throughout the hall. The room inside, for the most part, appears empty, except for rotten old furniture, not unlike the furniture in the Lich's room, although colorless and significantly more mundane. And much of it has collapsed under its own weight and just covered in cobwebs and dust.
Anything interesting? Kind of like pokes his head over Cole's shoulder.
It's an old bedroom, it seems. Ain't no one been here for a while.
He skips his way over to the next one and just opens it.
Oh,
I wonder if this one's the same way.
You guys yell at me.
Very similar when the door opening inward and creaking loudly again. This one almost breaking under the own momentum of it like getting pushed aside. You hear it crack and creak. This room, similar to the other in layout and consistency, once appears to be some sort of bed chamber, and littered around again is broken furniture scattered about the room. There's the remains of a bed, a wardrobe, 2 trunks, 3 tall candlesticks, a desk, a bookshelf, several chairs, torn up books, old quill pens, and tattered clothes, all strewn about and covered in just dust and decay.
So why would they destroy everything in here? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. Does it make any sense to you?
Well,
like he was
this
trying to
place
cover
doesn't make
something up.
sense.
Well, no. I mean, like, why would you just destroy the living spaces? Why wouldn't you just leave them alone?
Yeah, as you say that, Tensveta, a piece of old, rotten wooden furniture hurls towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
23.
23, yeah. So you duck to the side as it slams against the door. You hear it crack and break. Dust goes flying everywhere and clouds your vision for a moment as it smashes against the door. You look through and scan the room again. Nothing. Similar to that previous room.
What do you call them in that one room where they were the pop carts? The things that were throwing things at us before?
Yeah, mate. Don't worry about the names so much. They're harmless. They just won't chase you out.
Well, that one was going for my head.
Well, yeah, he wants you gone. This is home. You just disturbed him.
So if you're harmless, why would you throw it at your head? That doesn't make any sense. You might knock somebody out that way. Then you have to deal with their body laying there.
You know, when someone barges into your home, you're just gonna go, "Hey, welcome to my home. You know, here's tea and some cake." What are you gonna do? What the hell are you doing in my house?
What?
Want to try to defend it?
I don't understand.
You know, a house where you live.
We don't know houses.
All right, so someone came into your house out of nowhere, uninvited. What are you gonna do?
I would politely ask them what the fuck.
I'll probably throw something, to be honest.
Well, that's because you're an angry person.
I'm not that angry, mate.
You're very angry and sad.
I'm not that fucking angry, mate.
See?
Shit.
Open up the next door. I'm curious. And then while you're opening this one, I'm gonna go open that one.
So this one very similar, Ash, to the one down south, is that same amber door. No noticeable locking mechanism or entry device. Just stands before you, and any you attempt to push on it, and again, this one it stands firm.
This one to the north stands firm.
The one to the north is open, so I can resolve that if you want to get right into it.
I mean, yeah, he
Sure.
said he opened it.
Well, it was open. The one to the north was already open.
Oh.
So you just kind of push that door forward, and now that you can see it, there's still apparently no lock on the inside of the door, no bar, no nothing that's keeping it sealed. However, a gentle shove and the amber door swings open. The room itself has that same amber glaze as the hallway, and the floor it's like a purplish black marble. There are two of these amber sarcophagi that stand in alcoves to the west and east, and a third that looks like it once stood in the north alcove lies shattered on the floor. And clustered in the middle of the room are four loathsome, hunched creatures, each one with a single large, baleful eye that turns to you as you enter.
Hello.
Mouths open wide, these almost skull-like mouths, these sharp, spiky protrusions coming off it as they hunch upwards. I'm gonna need you to roll initiative.
Damn it.
Here we go.
How many more fucking things can be in this temple?
Literally all of them.
All of the things.
Mummy saved me.
Say mummies?
Mummy dearest.
No.
Oh.
No mummies.
Oh, these guys look friendly.
I love these guys. These are some of my favorite creatures in D&D.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. I've seen these guys before. I forget what they're called.
Say it
Blinky
once again.
Biters.
Yeah. Eye teeth.
Hello, I cheat.
Jesus.
Hello,
Chew.
IT.
The old eye teeth, you know.
It gives a whole nother meaning to Bluetooth.
Nah.
$13 off of 16. So here's a question, just from some behind the scenes. Why do we get 16? Like I have a roll of 16.16.
A dexterity.
Is it factoring in dex? Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, it's for ties and initiative, because if they happen to have the lower dex than you do, it'll automatically swap it around for you by adding in your dex modifier.
Okay.
Percentage. There's something there. I don't remember what it is.
All right. So as the creatures turn, Casimir behind you watches the door swing open and sees your sudden shocked face.
Fireball. Why are we even sitting here? Like he has it. Let's cast it. Boom.
There it is. All right, so as that immediately as the door opens, you watch that beam of light just pass across quickly across the floor before you sort of duck behind the door as the room explodes into fire and flame. Bits and shards of that amber come just bursting out like shrapnel out through the door and into the hallway. I have to make dexterity saving throws. Oh, cool. Why?
All right. What am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Please hold on. I don't know why it's doing this to me.
Thank you for calling IT. Please hold. forge/vtt.com.
It's actually not. It's not Forge for whatever reason.
It's my foundry.
Oh no, I'm just trying to do some selling here.
Oh no, I love it.
Fill the
I love
time
it.
with
Yeah,
something
thank you.
useful.
Fill the void, would you? Do these the old-fashioned way.
Your source for Foundry hosting.
Success, failure, and failure.
Rad.
All right, so yeah, two of the creatures duck down low to the floor to avoid a significant part of the impact, while two of them are just caught in the blast. So it's 27 points to this one.
Chair's creaky.
High damage. High damage. And half. Beautiful. All right. What else is Casimir doing? Anything else?
I mean, he's probably gonna step out of view.
Okay.
Like a smart man, unlike Tinzveta. That's his turn.
All right. Tinzveta, as you turn to look back in the room to see the remnants of the blast, you can see that those amber sarcophagi are scorched, and cracks have started to form along the sides of two of them. One of the creatures shakes off the soot and the flames and stares at you. That large green eye just sort of sucking you in a moment. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a charm effect?
It is not.
Dang. How about a 6?
6, yeah, no. As that gaze sort of pulls you in, you can almost feel like your life force draining. And entropy is a weird thing to understand for an elf, but like a tree wilting away, you can feel that almost internally from your soul as it just begins to sort of almost rot from the inside out. You take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Yeesh.
A +3 wouldn't help that, would it?
Which was
It's a
the
9.
save? It was a 9. No, it wouldn't.
Okay, I didn't think so.
All right, and Durango.
So Durango levels his mandolin, headstock pointing towards the doorway. He launches into a fiery riff and lets out a couple of blasts at the closest one. It's 14 to hit.
14 misses.
20 to hit.
Yeah. The first one, the creature just sort of ducks away, that large green eye shifting in and out for a moment. Coming back out, your second bolt blast catches this one hard for 7 points, right?
Yeah, 7 points. With that done, Durango will bravely conceal himself.
You can see it sort of stumble backwards as the force of the blast reels into it. It shifts and pulls its form back up, that large green eye just staring at all of you out in the hallway.
That's my turn.
Ash.
Okay, just making sure that I can see this one right here. Like my Fog of War says I can see this one. I just want to make sure it's not standing behind the door. Or behind this stone, whatever this is. So I have clear line of sight on that one.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Ash is gonna draw out his bow and go, I see you. Look over, go, get it. And let his 2 arrows fly.
You're awful, mate.
It was, should have done it twice, but it was a 25 for
The second one, yeah.
yeah.
Was the first one a 17?
Yeah.
No, I think you rolled a 17. I don't remember what that first roll was.
I can just roll it again. I don't.
Didn't you just roll it again, or did you roll the damage?
I rolled the damage, so that's 7
Alright.
points or 5 points damage.
All right.
Why are you all targeted right now?
The torch.
Oh,
The torch.
for fuck's sake. Okay. Re-rolling that first one then. $25.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
For another 8 points of damage.
Demolish.
Yeah, so again, you fire the 2 arrows. Both of them land and catch the creature in the body as it breaks them off with a clawed hand and just stares at you.
Before, for some reason, I really wanted to shoot all you guys. Ash is gonna kind of guard around Cole and then end my turn, so I'm just square in the doorway, blocking, everything.
Hence.
He's gonna laugh, and then he's going to pull out a couple of marbles that are pitch black that he kind of picks up, and as he does, in between his hands, he does like that Avatar: The Last Airbender trick where and as it begins to spin, it begins to just like become this black undulating puddle in his hands that he just as he throws grease out onto well, let's just call it out here in the middle for us all. And then he's just gonna say, all right, your turn. And he's gonna give Cole the help action as a bonus action as he steps back around the corner, giggling like a little schoolgirl. I believe, yeah, that one has to make a saving throw and is now prone.
Yeah, almost
It's got real
comically,
Looney
they.
Tunes.
Yeah, almost comically, it covered in grease. The floor just gets slippery as it begins to bound, like move towards you. It slips and falls in place, and it's knocked prone. Okay. Using half its movement speed to get up.
Steps into another square and has to make another save.
Well, don't try to grapple it. It's gonna be hard getting your hands on Grease Pig.
Actually, that has nothing to do with it, which is hilarious.
Ooh, welcome to my new house
this-
rule.
This one bursts through the door, and and then just covers the whole doorway as it lurches itself out, claws raking towards you, Tensveta.
Oh. 19.
Yes, the first one's a 19.
I'm gonna impose disadvantage on that attack. I'm pretty sure I can do that. To save him
No,
for.
okay.
Oh, he's gotta be within 5 feet
5
of me.
feet of you. Yep.
Never mind.
That's fine.
All right, you take 9 points of slashing damage from the first strike.
I will use my reaction to uncanny dodge it to half. So
Okay.
minus.
The second attack will also be a 19.
Okay.
For 8 points of slashing damage, as these two clawed hands just rake at you. Again, angrily, as this creature covered in grease is just throwing itself at you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to move you, Durango.
It was a welcome reprieve from this place to be displaced through the wall.
Another one comes out from behind the that creature that saw you and Durango. It just immediately crawls out of the door. That green eye just looking around, scanning and seeing you, just focuses in. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Who, me or Durango?
Durango.
Okay, good.
The great Durango Fortescue. I don't know why he's more Spanish than French now, but
Senior
same part of the
Fortescue.
world.
The great Durango Fortescue is going to re-roll that because that was awful. I'm not close enough to get Cole's aura bonus, am I? Is that 10
No,
feet?
5 feet out. Yeah.
Bummer. It's 14.
14 succeeds.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, you
So
can
not
feel
better
that.
than just 10.
Yeah, you can feel that sort of rot and that this feeling of just decay as this eye stares at you, but shaking it off. Your own darkness overpowering it for that in that moment. Cole.
Cole quickly pulls out a spear, sort of flips it around, bangs it against his shield, and you see that sort of light, sort of burst, radiating from it. And I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith as my bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get right in the doorway. And I was just gonna say, wow, get away from him. And I'm just gonna try while he's attacking Durango, actually shove the spear through the back of the head, through the eye. That's the intent. That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
He has advantage on the first hit.
Well, that's
Yeah.
right. Let me re-roll that. Wasn't any better.
Hey.
Natural one on the die. 7. I don't know if that's skull stabbing worthy.
It's not. Yeah, as you reach out with the spear, it kind of the creature's neck is almost unnaturally long, attached to this thin, spindly body with these claws, and it just turns this like skull-like face towards you, almost humanoid looking, but the skin is just pulled all the way back, so the teeth are just out front. These white teeth just dripping with saliva, just sort of gnash at you.
You're bloody disgusting. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep on stabbing.
So anyways, I started stabbing.
So I started stabbing.
There it is.
There's the natural 20. And you know what that comes with, friends.
Oh, because you get to double the smitey smite dice too, don't you?
Uh-huh. So that's 12 points of damage.
I'll say the smite's not necessary.
Okay. Can I use the smite on the other creature, or does it have to be on the same creature?
No, it has to be the same. It has to
Okay.
be the one you hit.
All right.
Because it's attached to the weapon. So as you dart out with the spear, and now it turns its head, and that was the actual opening you were looking for. This time, as that eye turns towards you, you just go straight for it. And as it tries to get away, the spear just punctures through. This green and white pus just flowing red as blood drips out, and as you yank and twist the spear, the whole creature just flops forward.
And you see some of the viscera inside of the creature itself sort of start winding up and spiraling up the spear and absorb into it. And I gain 2d6 temporary hit points.
Yes.
Holy shit. Well,
It's not a ton, but 7 extra hit points, you know?
yeah.
Hmm.
I just see a 1 and automatically assume everything's bad, so. You could roll 30 d6 and one of them would be a 1, I'd be like, what a shit roll. Shit roll, man.
I kind of slash the rest of the viscera off, and it's my turn.
Casimir.
What's Casimir gonna do?
Comes for you, Casimir.
I think he will first move out to see if he can see the entire space, which he cannot. Actually, why can't he see? He can't see like past here. No, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, he knows there's more creatures in there. He's gonna drop an ice storm in there. Right there.
Let's save some spell slots, man. Jesus.
He's got plenty. So that's a dex save. Five points of cold of bludgeoning and 11 points of cold on a fail. So 16, half on a success. That's a success.
Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon.
That is a success. Also a success. But now the entire room is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Until the end of his turn. So.
And how much damage?
Halved, it would be 8 in total.
Not halved. Was it 17 or 16?
It was 16 total.
16. Okay.
5 and 11.
Right. Well,
Awful rolls, by the way.
Yeah, miserable.
It's
right.
what we've come to expect.
yeah, the already freezing temple now from inside, steam just begins to pull, and you see the door sort of shake as it just yanks out of the room, all the hot air expelled as it just erupts in this storm of ice and sleet that just begins whipping around like a tornado inside this small space. All right, so there's that. Excellent. This one's going to move forward a little bit, just enough that he can see you, Cole. And as you turn towards the next one that's sort of latched on, close claws just raking and trying to sort of tangle itself with Tensveta. Another one peeks out from around the corner. You see that eye in the room just almost floating until the form comes out of the shadow, glowing, and it stares at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's a 17 plus 3 with my aura, so that's a 20.
Okay, excellent. Okay, good. So success. You feel that necrotic energy, not unfamiliar to you. This type of attack, and you sort of bolster your own internal defenses against it. Durango.
And Durango delicately steps past the corpse of the one creature to get a better line of sight on the one in the doorway, and starts blasting. Yeah. Not even anyways. He just starts blasting. It's 14 to hit.
A 14 misses.
And a 10 to hit. Yeah, we're just killing it tonight, boys. Killing it tonight. That's my turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of the room itself is still covered in ice and it's coated everything now, and it's still whipping around. It's hard to get a good look at the inside of the room, and this creature struggling with Tensveta and Ash. You just don't get a clear shot. Not Ash, Cole. Sorry, Ash, it's your turn.
Ash, with his bow still out, kind of looks at Durango, goes, "Huh. I always wondered what color the Eldritch Blast was." And this is me asking out in character what color Eldritch Blast is as I release 2 arrows.
Durango's Eldritch Blast is a very similar kind of goldenrod color, like to his eyes and fingernails. And the spade tip
27
in his
hits.
tail.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, yeah. For 11 points of damage on that one.
Very nice.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do that second shot because that's what we do.
That's
For-
what we do.
For a
hits.
20, for a not clean 20,
Call that dirty, okay?
for 9 points of damage.
The unclean 20.
I know, it's
Yeah,
not
so-
like, original. It's called
In
clean
quick
20.
succession, you release 2 more arrows. The first one hitting the creature as it just as it backs off of Tanzetta, going into lunge again. It catches it just enough in the shoulder to turn it, that eye sort of facing towards you. The second one driving right through it in similar fashion to Cole's spear. It just bursts through, and blood and the insides just begin to just leak out of the front of this once green eye. Is that
I
your
shall
turn?
move, and that'll end
Okay.
my turn.
Beautiful. Tensveta.
Tens will pull out his trusty hand crossbow, steady aim as a bonus action, and fire. For a 17 to hit this guy.
17 hits.
1 plus another 3d6. Wow. Wow, Tens. Woo, buddy. That's what, 26 points of piercing?
Yep. So quickly loading the crossbow, taking aim, kneeling down and looking. You see that eye staring there like a bright target in this dark room. Quickly you fire, and it just pierces it, and the creature slumps over.
Go get the other one. Don't slip on the grease. That's his turn.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna hold. Okay, hold.
Everyone's still in there, so I can navigate around this little patch of grease, right?
Yeah, you can just walk around it.
Yep. However, you do have the room is still like the floor is frozen solid, so it is still difficult to walk across. You begin to sort of slip and slide. The ice and snow still kicking around from the snowstorm. As you enter the room, though, that eye is peeking around one of the sarcophaguses, and it's just staring at you. I need you to make. Yeah, just another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's 17, so another. What are we gonna do? A saucy 20? A 20
Sure.
shaken, not stirred.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can feel that. You can feel that decaying energy sort of rack through you again, but you managed to once again shake it off. So you can move. It's just double your movement. It was 10 feet to get into the room.
Okay, so that'd be 15 feet to get to him, and that's that.
You got it.
All right. Might knock it off, and yeah, trying to predict sort of where this sort of serpentine-like shape is predicting, and trying to lead my spear shot. And
He's
go
kind of
in.
hiding. He's kind of hiding behind the sarcophagus at this point.
Okay. That's 20 to hit.
20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Seven.
Still up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep stabbing. So 15?
15 misses actually, but go ahead and roll the damage anyways.
Okay. I don't like that. Oh, well, I can't roll damage tonight anyway, so that's one on the die again for
Lucky.
7.
Okay. Yeah, no. So it's kind of hiding down behind the sarcophagus. You can see the sarcophagus itself is like broken and cracked in places. And as you stab forward with the spear, the first strike just manages to catch it. And he ducks down again behind the sarcophagus. The second one glints off of it and pings against it. You can see more cracks start to kind of form on the surface.
And I think, yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Casimir.
Well, the ice melts on his turn, so that's nice. guess he's just gonna have to move to where he can see. For some reason, he still can't. So he's gonna see if that helps. I can't see like half this room. I guess he'll. Does he have to see them for this? Yep. We're gonna fire bolt. With a natural 1. So.
Yep. Go ahead and give me the damage.
It's still registering as T-Rex Casimir on the thing there.
Weird.
Yeah. 13 points of fire damage.
All right. Yep. 13 points. Okay.
And then, they'll just stand there because he used all of his movement to get to where
Yeah,
he is.
just ducking down behind the sarcophagus. Now again, the firebolt slams into it, cascading. It just kind of bursts around the top, but the creature's still back there. Durango.
Durango approaches the doorway and peeks inside. And when he sees an opening, he takes his shot. That's a decent roll. That's a 24 to hit.
24 hits. Yep.
I can do it. It's 13 damage.
13 points. Yeah. So now, taking a quick breath, the ice melting in the room. Now you see Cole sort of leaning over, attempting to stab at the creature height that's ducking down. As it makes its way into your eye line, you fire your Eldritch Blast, and as it sort of cascades around Cole, that bright, almost that yellowish goldenrod energy just sort of reverberating across the amber walls, and it just slams into the creature. You watch it cracks its head back against the wall before just slumping down.
Durango plays a riff, which for copyright reasons is not the victory music from Final Fantasy VII.
I knew that's where you were going.
It's a distinct intellectual property, and you can challenge me in court about it.
As we were fighting, did I notice as I'm like sort of missing, like the sarcophagus is sort of taking hits?
Mm-hmm.
What is it made of? Is it stone? Is it wood? Or is it?
I think it's made of amber.
Amber?
Amber, yeah.
Can't move.
Oh, is it? Sorry, there you go. Yeah, looking at them now, like getting a close look at it, it's this like rough block of solid amber that stands about 8 feet tall and 5 feet wide. And trapped inside the block is this like a sliver or wisp of this darkness that's just sort of bouncing around throughout the it may be a few inches long. It's difficult to make out what's inside there.
And there's a broken one in here?
There is a shattered one, yeah.
Kesame, you think this is what we've been sort of feeling? And yeah, I'm gonna sniff the air again.
Okay. Divine sense. Can you try to get in touch with, in tune with everything around you? But nothing alerting you. Casimir also sort of looking at the sarcophagus. It's difficult to say. I guess I didn't really know what to expect.
Well, I have an idea, but I don't know that it'll work out right. And he kind of looks down at the one that's broken. Is there anything wispy darkness inside the broken bits?
No, just seems to be shattered in place.
Can I try and understand what the wispy darkness is inside of it? Or should I sit and try and Ritual cast detect magic.
It's up to you.
You guys give me just a few moments. I'll and he pulls out a few marbles and kind of like lets them all spread across his hand, each one indicating a different school of magic. He just goes, I can see if it's magic in there. I mean, it's obviously magic in there, but if it's magic in there, we can see if it's magic in there.
My friends, if I may, to see that there is one broken and the other is undisturbed, if I, the great Durango Fortescue, were to be looting treasures from such a place, and broke open one such thing to find a thing of value, would I not break the rest and take the rest as well if it was worthwhile?
Well, if this is what we're looking for, if this is the dark power that we're looking for from Strahd, it's got a little wispy darkness in there, right? If this is it, then like, what if it just was, yeah?
My friend, I'm afraid I did not follow a word of that, but you sound quite committed. I am invested as well.
No. I'm not saying break it. I'm saying like, if we break it, what if it goes boom? What if it breaks? What if it explodes? What if it's just like a bunch of scary magic stuff, a bunch of fuckery, just like shoving shards of weird amber shit into your bones?
Well, it's definitely fuckery. Well, I think you might be on the right track. You know, what?
And he just lets the marbles begin to spin in his hands as his eyes kind of flicker through the different colors, echoing off of the marbles as he casts ritual cast detect magic.
I don't know. Maybe it's like now I really want to check all those rooms with the other locked doors.
You think it's more like this?
I'd be curious to see if there was more like this. Because go ahead, DM. No, that's fine.
Tensveta, as you cast the spell, right? And it takes a few moments as the rest of you kind of ponder what to do. I guess let me do this instead. During the course of the 10 minutes in which it's going to take Tensveta to cast detect magic, is anybody else trying anything different?
How's the lighting in here?
They're non-existent.
Durango's
like the
gone.
rest of the temple.
Durango just dips. He's like, bye.
Just disappear.
He just disappears. Yeah.
I think Casimir would probably cast light to have a better view of the actual intricacies of the amber sarcophagi.
Ash has still got his torch going. I don't know how long a torch lasts. I should probably know that.
Lasts like 5 seconds in my games.
Yeah, so if your torch is still out, Ash, and you have it open, then the whole room is pretty well lit then.
Oh, well then he's not going to cast light. It's pointless.
Yeah, the light reflecting off the amber. Now the amber itself is rough, like it isn't modeled in any way, shape, or form. It's just tall and this thick block, and inside is this darkness that just sort of wiggles a bit in the torchlight.
What about this other one over here?
It's the same.
What if these are like a one and done thing? Like, oh, here's your little dose of,
A vampire? If you think it's...
It could be something. I don't know. Why is only one broken and the other ones aren't?
It makes sense. You don't need them all to become a vampire once, right? But I thought you had to get bitten.
I mean, originally it had to start somewhere, didn't it?
Well,
I think it was some deity or something.
He in the middle of it, he's kind of like listening to the conversation. He just kind of pipes up and goes, "Well, what made the first vampire?"
Like I said, mate, I thought it was some sort of god.
Right. So, what if Strahd found that god? I mean, we're in the temple.
Why would So he killed a god? Is that what we're...
That's beyond my purview, first off. Second, what? You can kill gods?
Who is
Right.
that? Who are these statues that's being depicted in here? Faceless.
The
It's got.
faceless one.
Yeah, you're right. It's got to be some sort of.
That's what I'm
What are they
saying.
doing? What are they doing here?
Like that. Okay, and he kind of like half stops the ritual in the middle of it because he's trying to focus on both things, but the marbles are still spinning in his hands as he just kind of looks over, eyes both like blinking different colors, uh, kind of like flushing through his skin as they hit the 4 different colors of the seasons, and he just says, "But like, think about it for a moment, because like, if he found this deity and he was like, hey, give me great power,' and he was like, I know what great power you want, and he gives him this. Because, like, think about the stories that we've heard, right? The guy was apparently some big bad war hero, right? He was a prince of land, blah 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 blah. Was he didn't become this all powerful person until after this, right? Until after he got
A bit. Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. Like maybe centuries ago, whatever the fuck, he came down here. He found a bunch of amber. He found this temple hidden away in this mountain, and said, "I bow to you, oh great faceless thing." And he goes back to it, like completely engrossed back in his ritual.
As all of that is going on, Ash, you turn and you see Casimir, whose hands are on the amber sarcophagi. His eyes have completely rolled up into the back of his head.
Casimir? Ash is gonna walk over and attempt to remove his hands from the amber.
Okay, make a strength. Strength save or check.
Strength check. Solid 17. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, so quickly you grab at Casimir, and as you do, as his hand removes itself from the sarcophagus, you see almost a look of just sheer terror across his face as he backs away suddenly into the corner and says, "There's something. There's something inside of it. And it's apparently, I don't know. Just I guess touch it."
Cole, if I freak out, kill me. And I'm gonna touch it.
All right, easy enough, mate.
Your vision suddenly just swirls before going black. Ash. In this moment, this void expands out beyond you. They each are all around you. It's almost as if you are now inside the sarcophagus, inside this black void. All around, you can see the amber sort of crystallized at the edge of your vision. And somewhere through that darkness, a voice touches you. As if it's present, as if it's still there with you. Somewhere in the darkness, or maybe all of the darkness itself sort of surrounding you.
Is that torchlight? Get that away from me, and we can talk.
Ash will extinguish the torchlight.
As the torchlight vanishes, this dark fully just embraces you now, and you can feel this cold, icy presence.
Don't you dare approach again. Delbin, the star of ice and hate, with fire in your hands. Disrespectful mortal.
You can see, you feel now that ice, that chill just go down your spine, and it's that kind of cold that pierces to your bones.
Did you say? Go ahead.
How does this power to freeze those who would stand against you sound? It's yours for the taking. Simply ask of me.
Like, do you mean like literally ice freeze, or do you mean like just like do the magic stuff where they stop moving?
bitterness of my icy hatred and fling it at your foes. Watch them crack and break before your might. Ask, and it will be yours.
I really like the sound of that, friend, but I've had enough bad deals in my day. What's it gonna cost me?
You as well will carry a piece of me. And that filthy flame with which you approached will no longer entice you.
You're gonna give me the ability to see in the dark?
I will give you the ability to freeze your enemies. Ask, and it is yours.
I know I said I only have one more, but I got like one more. Name Strahd mean anything to you?
I know not for Strahd.
Will you help me freeze my enemies?
And with that, suddenly the amber, you pull away. And from your hands now, as you pull it off the amber, you can see the amber is just frozen in place. So above table, I will send you something. Ash, as you pull away, suddenly your eyes focus in again. You can see your friends also, or sort of standing around looking at you. That icy mark where your hand left, and suddenly you are warm. Almost oppressively hot underneath all the fur and everything else. The icy room itself sort of having not bothering you at all. Your breath doesn't even give off that same like cloud of steam as you take it. And then I will send you something.
Yay! Above table, yay.
Oh
Above
god.
table, yay.
I don't know what it is yet. I'm just. I like twists.
We're gonna have to take you out too.
The stranger's
However,
offered you candy, Ash. You should take it.
How very Durango of
Ash,
you.
you turn, and in your hand still is that torch, unextinguished, in this actual reality. And as you look into the fire, it's the sudden overwhelming fear takes hold as you toss the torch down and back away from it.
Got a little. Burn my hand on that one.
Insight check.
I was gonna say, can I insight that with disadvantage since I'm focusing on a ritual?
Like, just
Just
insights all around, please. You know, round
all right.
insights for the table.
Go for it. Ash, make your roll.
I was gonna say, can I make a deception roll?
Yes.
Oh my
Seems like a very
god.
reasonable thing.
15?
Gotta beat an 18.
Yeah, he just sort of shakes it off as he tosses the torch, and yeah, it looks like maybe he burned himself.
Oh, might be careful then.
Yeah. God. Good thing that wasn't my draw hand. And Ash is just gonna leave it there. Well, let me know when you guys figure out what the fuck's going on here. And he's just gonna step back into the other room and just wait on the other side of the door frame. And wait for everybody else to come out. And he'll still be kind of listening in case anybody calls, but he's just
Casimir
waiting.
sort of looks concerned at the rest of you. Ash, what's Did you accept the gift?
You what?
This presents? I'm offended.
There was a dark presence inside, and it offered me the power to freeze my enemies or some such thing.
Yeah.
But like any gift, again, you can't accept it. There's a clear drawback to any gift these dark beings are going to give you.
I agree. I tried bartering with it, see if I could pull out any information. Didn't get anywhere. Clearly, I was really focused on it. Burnt my fucking hand.
Yes. Yeah, well, of course. Anyways, we should be careful, but something tells me that perhaps the secret you're right to Strahd's power lies in one of these entities.
Could be.
Gonna go up to the one on the opposite side of the room. Don't worry. Yeah, put my hand up.
As you touch it again, now you feel again your vision blur, that dark void suddenly surround you. This sudden void just pulsing. A figure clad in like pale vestiges appears almost out of this inky black void, like stepping out of a lake or rising out, and then suddenly is behind you, caressing the back. You feel those chills down the back of your spine. I am the star of secrets. No information shall be hidden from me, cold Mavvin. Breaker of dawn, breaker of oaths. Accept my vestige, and you will as well be privy to all secrets.
You know, if you caught me a few weeks ago, yeah, sounds pretty good, yeah. But you know, I'm sort of trying to make amends.
Do you not crave to know all that which lies beyond your mortal perspectives? It is all here. Simply ask of me.
Yeah, tempting, but I'm alright being, yeah, sort of dumb. And pull the hand off.
That pale figure just suddenly becomes this lurches at you, this like skull-like face suddenly appearing as it screams, and suddenly you're back and pulled away. You sort of stumble away from the sarcophagus.
These are the deities I was sort of talking about. I don't know if they're gods. That one offered me sort of like infinite knowledge.
Ooh.
Tens. I'm
Cold.
letting you know right now. As soon as I rejected it, basically tried to attack me. I'm not saying I'm not gonna yuck your yum, alright? You can do what you want, but just think about it.
Can I? Okay, that is not normal for Mr. Cole Mavvin, for him to say, just think about it to me in that way. Feels weird. Don't like it. It's going to make him kind of like step on his back heel to the point where he actually loses the ritual entirely, and like a couple of the marbles hit the floor and he kind of has to catch them real quick.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, mate. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
And actually, speaking of which, can you, Ash, can you make a charisma saving throw for me?
Certainly. Certainly can.
You get +3.
16.
What is it against? What is your just all saving throws?
Yeah, that's how the aura works. It's your charisma to
Okay.
everybody.
Yep, sure.
Yep.
All right. All right. So, Tens, are you insight checking Cole, or what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Oh. I wasn't gonna try to resist, but that's too good. Oh, what are you looking at me like that for?
Don't talk to me like that, like ever. Tell me to think about it. You're not the kind of person to tell me to think about it. It's weird. He was almost caring, and I don't like it. And he slaps his hand to the thing. Muted.
That same swirl, that black void suddenly surrounding you. The amber walls just on the edge. The glint of golden, orange, yellow. The edge of your vision. As that pale figure now rises out of the lake before you.
Hello.
Tensvetter Neyota. So many secrets, and yet one such as yourself always looking to uncover them. My vestige will be perfect for you.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this straight. He said it was all this knowledge, right? But you're saying it's secrets. So if it's secrets, it ruins books, ruins stories. And he takes his hand off.
You on the other side, you just reject it, and then suddenly you just pull away. Yeah.
It wasn't all knowledge.
What is knowledge but a secret? Hasn't learned
Knowledge
yet.
isn't a secret.
It was at one
Secret-
point.
No,
And
it
there wasn't
isn't.
a secret anymore and became knowledge.
That's not the same.
It is, mate.
It's not
Once
the
it's
same.
no longer a
Plus,
secret, it becomes knowledge.
I mean, in a way, yes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, no. Because you can forget things and it's no longer knowledge. If you know all secrets, it means you know everything that's coming, and that's boring. I like stories for reasons. Okay?
But here it was the star Sutton.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
Oh. Was it the same for you, Casimir? There was it the star of something or something?
No. Well, yes, mine was the Star of Ice and Hate.
Ice and hate.
Something of that nature. It's, whatever's locked in these things is pure evil. And it explains why it has been kept here. However, it was imprisoned is beyond me. What other dark gifts lie? I thought, I'd always assumed that Strahd made some sort of impossible bargain to get the powers that he had. Some act of utter depravity, but this seems almost simplistic in nature, doesn't it?
As he's saying that, Tenzin's gonna go start seeing if he can see if there's a difference between the structure of the two different now shattered portions of the sarcophagi to the north and to the west. So that way he can kind of, because that one that that Ash took broke, right?
It
Did not break.
So, if these things are offering us boons from whatever, and if somebody wanted to take the whole damn thing, become a very powerful undead person, they would try to break into this, right? That makes sense.
Well, I think it's what Strahd did the entire time. He goes in, he gets what he wants, and he wipes memories, he destroys the evidence, he makes sure no one else can follow the path. I'm willing to put money this broken one. What gave him what he is.
I don't know that it did. Because if that one's ice and hate, and this one's secrets and bullshit knowledge, what would that make that one?
Eternal life.
Not necessarily.
Could be. How is secrets and ice related? You know, it's different domains for different goals. Anyone teach you that?
If I had the power of ice and hate and secrets and knowledge, or whatever the fuck it was, secrets and whatever, and you know, if I hate something but I know all the secrets, I could destroy them easily. All I gotta do is take these two, and I'm all powerful.
I'm not gonna pretend I know what was going through his thought process. All I know is every time Strahd's attained something, he's destroyed the ability for other people to do it too.
Then maybe I should take the one for secrets, because then we can learn about Strahd's little secret shit, and then we could possibly kill him.
Mate, something tells me that you're not gonna want to afterwards.
I mean, probably not. But, I mean, I could always go. I don't want to have to go talk to hags.
What?
Like, it's just another type of fuckery, right?
Mate, it is Barovia.
Right, it's another type of fuckery. Sages back home might know ways to get rid of the fuckery of Barovia. I just can't get out of Barovia yet.
You wanna try breaking one?
Well, if no, because the only one that still has something in it is this one.
No, it's both of these.
So,
No,
Yeah, nothing changed with the one that I touched, as far as I know.
did anything change, like visibly? Well, then, hold on. And he goes over to the other one and like slaps his hand down on it.
And as you place your hand on, you're sucked once again into the void. This figure now, you can feel, even for you, that icy cold just penetrating into you.
Hello.
I am star of ice and hate.
And hate, yeah. Cool. Okay. And he removes his hand. He goes, yeah, no, he's still in there.
I mean, when I was fighting that thing, I broke it a bit. You can say it's sort of cracked.
So what happens if we break it? Does that mean that the thing that's captured inside of it goes whoop? Like I was saying? I think that's a bad idea.
Can we get into any of these other rooms? If there's more of these, like this door looks like those other doors that were locked.
Well, what was in that other room before I came up here?
We don't know. It was locked.
Oh, well, then, I mean, yeah, let's go and... Yeah, let's check him out. I don't see why we wouldn't check him out. And he just kind of like brushes past everybody. Carefree. Half skipping over to the door and tries it. Is there a lock on it in any way?
No physical lock, no mechanism.
Well, you know what? Hold on. He just kind of takes a moment. He pulls out the sun sword. Yeah, fuck this thing. And he's just going to start beating the door with booming blade.
As you just attack the door, just swing after swing after swing, something just seems to almost as if the door itself was protected.
Cole, I can't do it. Come break it.
I tried on the other door, mate. I don't know if this one's gonna be any different.
My
Listen.
friends, Durango says as he reappears like in everybody's midst in the room.
Shit.
I feel that this is a tale which will become more understandable the more of the pieces of it we acquire. Perhaps we should continue on our way.
What? No, it, that, Can you
Mr.
break this
Tens, they have
door?
been here for hundreds of years. They shall remain for several more hours whilst we make our tour of the place.
Who was the one that dispelled the green flame? Was that Durango?
My friend, that was no other than the great Durango Fortescue. Your eyes did not deceive.
Come break this door then. That's part of the story here. Come on. You want to know the rest of the tale just as bad as I do, and I know it.
I will admit, Mr. Tens, I am quite intrigued. But this is a feat which I can perform, but once a day. It is a very taxing thing to
No.
perform.
You hit me once while I was invisible on top of a hill by a tree with this big boom that felt like it could probably break my bones if I weren't careful. So maybe do that to the door?
Mate, if he does it wrong, he's gonna break open another sarcophagus if that's what's in there. There's more of him.
How's it gonna break the sarcophagus? It's on this side of the door.
My friend, please, let us continue on our way. Perhaps it shall make more sense in context.
I think I'm actually kind of inclined to agree. I want to know what's in here. But if we can assume that it's more stuff like this, let's not
It's just more answers.
waste all our energy trying to get what we already have a partial answer for when we don't know what else is the fuck around here.
You guys are convincing me to go accept the secrets.
It tends, we're not doing anything. Well, just know, mate, once you accept those secrets, you accept them more than just the secrets. Again, if you want to start worshiping some sort of god or deity, please be my guest. Then you don't want the secrets.
Ashley, you gonna start worshiping the deity of star and ice and hate?
Mate,
why would I do that?
I don't know.
And none of you are aware that he.
Except that that's true. Fair enough. My bad.
You guys don't know anything other than I know what's in there, just like the rest of you do.
Yeah.
Why didn't you accept it then? Did you accept it?
I thought we went over this.
We probably did. There's a lot of things going on in my head right now. I really want to know what's behind this door. But you know what?
Let's put it this way. For me to accept
rules.
something that evil, there would have to be some great benefit towards it. I'm not smiling in character. Sorry.
We can circle our way back, mate, but none of us are getting through that door either way.
Let's move on.
Moving on. Are you heading? Where are you heading then? To the other side?
Yeah.
I would recommend maybe not cross in front of the statue again, just to be safe.
I have something for that
Statue
this
is
time.
collapsed. It's scattered across the room.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
we broke it with the dinosaur. It's my favorite thing about D&D is being able to say I broke something as a dinosaur. It's some of the best.
Okay. So all of you making your way?
Yes.
Stepping over the rubble and the ruin and around the giant statue that has collapsed across this amber temple. The room is quiet, dark. But Ash, as you approach the eastern hallway, you hear a sound. Several. Actually, now that you get closer and closer and you pin yourself suddenly to the wall, and it's voices. High, shrill voices talking and arguing amongst each other. 3 of them. As you edge closer and closer to that hallway, that's where we'll go ahead and take our first break. So thank you everybody for sticking there with us and hanging out. Of course, big shout out to our sponsors. Make sure you use your elf eggs for this month's Mossy Sigil dice, which I think are just about sold out in that Dice Envy store. So on top of being awesome, they're pretty much gone. You can't even get them. So that's great. And give us a few minutes. We will refresh the old beverages, and we'll see you soon. Maybe.
Maybe. You're muted, sir.
Go figure. Welcome back. Ash, as you creep towards this other hallway, the room, again, is, from what you can see, is very similar to the Western Hall. That thick amber coating along the walls, just glistening like fresh honey. Dust caking the room, with the exception of this side now, on where there are these drag marks and footprints headed in the southern direction. You can hear the voices now chittering and arguing with one another, though you can't make out what they're saying. The northern side of the hall that you can see looks as if it is collapsed. There is just a wall of rubble that remains.
Ash is gonna turn around to everybody and kind of do the military sign, like, hey, eyes over here. I'm gonna 3 people. And then he's gonna point at Cole and kind of point out for an opposite wall and be like, you take that side.
Cole just responds and takes position, shield up, Spartan pose.
Ash slings his bow and takes out the short sword.
Tins like telepathically asks Ash, should I go say hi? Should I go see what it is? I'm quieter than most of you.
I can't talk back to you, right?
Nope.
Ash looks back and is just like,
okay. Tins will
okay.
Tins will kind of like quietly do what he can to stealth forward down the hallway to get a good look.
And then Ash will just kind of move up with him slightly behind.
Oh.
Jesus. Go ahead and make your stealth roll.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yep. Basically. Here we go. 20 total.
Okay. So Tens, as you step around the corner, you see 3 figures at the end of the hall, arguing with one another. Your eyes adjusting and focusing in the dark, you can see now that these 3 old, haggard-looking creatures, greenish skin, what look like vines or dead trees sort of growing out of parts of their body, covered in tattered robes with a mishmash of trinkets all along their waists, and these 3 brooms in each of their hands. They are arguing with one another.
I believe the password was Golnax. Yes, well, you said that, but it's not working. So what do we do now? I don't know, but... Hello, little elf. Come closer. Perhaps you can help us solve this riddle.
You see the 3 women suddenly turn towards you.
Oh, hello. and he will just kind of like very blatantly step out into the open, where Ash could see him from around the corner and wave it, like put a hand up. And as he does, he tosses a marble up, just kind of over his shoulder that he had in his hand, and it tink, 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 the other direction. And he just says, "What are we doing?" He just walks forward nonchalantly, and then he will use his telepathy to cast detect thoughts and get like baseline thoughts on the one that noticed him.
Okay.
Just surface level.
Just surface level.
Mm-hmm.
So on the surface, as you reach out to this creature's mind, right? The only surface level thought that you suddenly get, and it almost reverberates as if you get all three thoughts at the same time. Right? All three of these beings sort of connected mentally. This moment of,
I could eat. Yes, I am parched myself. Perhaps lunch, and then we continue our task.
and just this feeling of just looking at you as if you are their next meal.
Hmm.
And that's where we're gonna roll initiative.
A natural 20, man. What can I say?
Yep. I mean, I guess my initiative roll was better that time.
Hey, mine was.
I don't even have like a negative modifier or anything. I just always roll crap initiatives.
It's gonna be 10s then Casimir. I'm gonna take 2 turns in a row. It's gonna be great.
All right. So starting us off, Durango, what are you doing as Tensveta is slowly or nonchalantly kind of just walking towards these, whatever you hear, this cackling and these voices. You watch the marble bounce, ding, 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 ding.
So there hasn't actually, like, combat hasn't actually broken out yet. Yeah, shit, yeah, Durango goes invisible and waits.
Okay.
If anything comes into line of sight, he'll give it a blast, but...
Ash, you have a better look around this corner of at least 2 of the figures. Although it's very difficult to make out in the dark with your limited eyesight. You can see Tens walking towards them.
Do I notice the plants growing out of him that he did?
I would say from this distance, you can't make them out at all in the darkness.
Okay. Gonna transition back to my bow. Ready a shot. I'm gonna hold my attack action for if something happens, if any move of harm is made towards Tens.
With that, one of them sort of just continues to
Tell you, closer, closer, child.
And as she does that, she will begin to sort of twist her fingers around in a casting motion. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this considered a charm effect?
Is it considered a charm effect?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Because typically it will say,
Yeah, it will.
yeah, but it doesn't. Sorry.
It'll say they are charmed.
Mm.
Okay. Nope, I am on the ground laughing my ass off.
Yeah, so as suddenly suddenly that creature now, you can feel that mental link still almost formed as it suddenly it's the image, the whole thing, the whole temple, Barovia, all of it just gets you, and you just can't help but start laughing. And what starts as a low chuckle starts to turn into this insane cackle, and you can't see anything, Ash, that's like attacking him. He just suddenly just starts bursting out into laughter to the point where he is now rolling around on the ground.
Question: it gives incapacitated, right?
Yep.
Okay, I no longer have detect thoughts up.
Yep.
Breaks concentration.
I'm still holding my action until something more aggressive happens, because Ten's rolling on the floor laughing. It could just be Ten's rolling on the floor laughing.
It's true.
So until something more aggressive happens,
Did touch the crystal, so we don't even know at this point.
yeah. So yeah, until a more aggressive action happens.
All right, Tens. I guess you can make a wisdom saving throw. 17, yeah. So something about being down and rolling around on the ground, if during that moment you suddenly just come to your senses.
This is silly.
Unfortunately. That was the end of your turn.
Yep. Still prone.
Casimir.
Casimir just kind of... Yeah, no, he doesn't know anything is really happening other than the laughter.
So, what is he doing in there? And where did that Durango go?
I don't know when he does that. It's kind of like the running thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he'll probably just hold a cantrip and maybe even move to where he can actually see Tens, who is now on the floor. And then just hold Firebolt till aggression.
And this one just sort of walks up to you, and just sort of begins to circle around. Now you can see that broom in her hand, coming to life for a second as she releases it and kneels down over your body.
Oh, yes. You'll do nicely for lunch.
No, I'm not. I'm not for dinner.
Did I hear that?
Yes. So from that point, as she reaches down with these claws, they just begin to rake off, like attempting to pull a chunk of your flesh off. .22 hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Only 2 damage.
Ooh. Ooh, made me nervous.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
As she just scratches you and then licks the blood off this gnarled fingertip that looks more like sharpened wood. At that point, Ash, you can go ahead and...
Casimir can't see her, but would he see the recoil and an attack of sorts? Because
I'd say if he can't see her, he can't. It's most of his cantrips wouldn't work, right?
Firebolt doesn't require sight. It just says a creature or object within range. It's maybe disadvantage because it's out of sight.
Sure.
I got a 10. Does 2 things. Is there my attack action has 2 attacks? That means I get to still do 2 attacks, right?
No.
Or just the 1? Okay.
Your held action is just 1.
Okay. In that case, can I still use my reaction on that to do my curving arrow, which redirects it to target within 60
yeah,
feet?
because you still have your reaction, so sure.
Ignore the short sword. My bad.
Wait. It takes your reaction to curving shot?
Yep.
You're holding your reaction and an attack.
Well, let me double check. So we'll click that just in case. I think it might be, it uses my bonus action. Yeah, uses a bonus action.
Can't carry a shot anymore.
Okay, so no.
Okay. Then ignore that roll because it was a nice 24.
So, but
10 was the
Casimir,
original one.
okay. But 10 hits.
Oh, 10 hits. Well then. I'm just going to click damage on that one for 9 points of damage.
9 points, okay. All right. And then a firebolt.
Casimir rolled a 22 with disadvantage. He got rid of a natural 20 and did 10 points of fire damage.
So 2 things happen. First, the arrow fires through out of the darkness and pierces her, and she looks up as the arrow is stuck in her, and as she does, the fire just engulfs her, and you watch the flames begin to sprout around her and burn her, and she just suddenly just starts to shrivel and crumble down around you.
Ah!
Ash, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, son of a bitch. Saving throw. 18.
As that fire leaps out of Casimir's hand. In a moment, panic fills your vision. You watch that fire just burn and cascade, and it's illuminating the darkness, and this fear, this overwhelming terror begins to set in. But you manage to just barely, because as quick as it comes, it's gone, and you refocus again.
Is the flame still there?
Nope.
Okay. Just making sure the corpse wasn't burning.
Mm-hmm. The shrill shriek from the other side of the hallway. Cole.
Hey, always fighting without me. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go 30 feet over to tens. Just rush right in, spear out front. Be kind of sort of commando roll out of the side of the hallway there, and rush forward in like sort of a diagonal defensive position. And are you still completely losing your mind on the ground?
No, I'm just prone right now. I haven't been able to get up yet.
I'm actually gonna use my action to get him to his feet.
Okay. So you rush in, shield in hand, ready. Now you see those 2 figures both screaming now, clutching their heads, as the other body just sort of shrivels up next to you and just continues to sort of cave in inside on itself. And you lift Tensveta to his feet.
Hello. It's good to see you.
Get up, man. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to look at, actually, I can't even see that far down the hallway. I don't see anybody. They're in darkness. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So with that, out of that darkness, now you feel this sudden pulse of sickly energy, just this wave that just envelops over you and just fires in your direction, Cole. That's another natural 20 for the witch. Or 24.
Do I get a con save?
It's
That's
a
after it
Constitution
hits.
saving throw. Yeah.
This is one of the few spells that take an attack roll and a
Natural 20. Plus 3, 25.
Okay. So you take 13 points of poison damage.
Okay.
As this intense bolt of necrotic energy just hits you, and you can feel it just sort of just you start to choke and gasp, and as you do, you look down and you feel like you see maggots and spiders and everything just start crawling out of your skin, and then you shake your head again, and it's just suddenly, You pull yourself too.
Well, yeah, and then just start kind of like gagging in place.
Durango.
Hearing the commotion, Durango reappears as he darts by Ash. He's already got the mandolin leveled as he rounds the corner. He levels it at the one on the left and starts blasting. It's 12 to hit.
Roll something over 9.
12 hits though. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sorry, this encounter was made for my crappy rolls. That is that's 9 damage.
It's a real weird one.
Second attack is 15 to hit. Once again, not over a 9. For 6 damage. And with that, he heroically disappears.
Okay. You can see one of them now, like a chunk out of the body has just been ripped away by Durango's Eldritch Blast, and it's just like leaking this dark green ooze in replace, almost like sap coming out of the open wound. She is leaning on that broom. Ash.
Can we get some goddamn light up in here? And he's gonna use his movement to run across the hall. He can't see jack shit right now.
Gotcha.
And is gonna hold his attack for when an enemy appears. Anybody who is not the party. I will clarify further. So as soon as he can see something, heave ho.
All right, this one it jumps on one of that broom, and you can watch as she just as it just takes off into the air. She flies above the rest of you. I still think you probably can't see that, Ash.
If she flew up the left side of the hallway.
Yeah, she's 50 feet in the air. Well, 20 feet in the air, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think I would, unless somebody's got light on right now, because like I can see this whole area behind me, so I don't know if somebody's got a light source or not, but because yeah, I can still see like Durango. I can see the witch token for the fog of war.
Casimir had a torch on for some reason. Sorry.
Okay, so then yeah, then I don't see it.
Oh, I know why. It's because his vision is because of his. Yeah, I got it. Hold on.
So yep, don't see nothing. Yay, no dark vision. I will never play a character without dark vision again. That's a lie, but I'm just saying it now.
Strahd's tough work. So as she flies into the air, she will start casting again. And this time I need you 3, Cole, Tens, and Ash. Actually, no, I'm sorry. There's no save, is there?
No, it's based off hit points for sleep.
Yep.
And magic can't put me to sleep, so
Cool. Is anyone below 25 hit points?
that would be me.
No, I'm not.
All right, as this sort of heavy fog starts to roll over your eyes, you guys just kind of fight through it as it is the room itself starts to get hazy and almost that fog just before you fall asleep. But to no effect.
Sleep when it works can be a lot of fun. Like
I've seen it. I've seen it do some terrible things.
I've seen it do great and wonderful
Denzveda.
things. Tins will use his bonus action to light the Sunblade, which will give a 15 and then an extra 15 of light. That is not fire based, so that's fun. So 30 foot of light, 15 of it is dim. And then he's gonna go stab a bitch. Two hits.
22 hits.
He doesn't get a sneak attack. But he does 10 points of radiant damage to her.
Doesn't matter. That the gaping hole already in her side. You just swing with the sunblade, and you watch the body starts to burn away as it cuts through, and she like falls down. And
You're not eating me. And then he turns back and takes a step forward, so that way light is where it needs to be. And that's his turn.
Casimir.
Casimir can see her. Will simply step forward. Probably cock an eyebrow at how easily they're falling. And just firebolt.
Oh, did this one appear in front of me? Because then...
No.
Okay.
And 12 hits, so he will do 9 points of fire damage to it.
9 points of fire damage. Well, so I guess here's what I'll tell you. I will say that you either see it and have to make a wisdom saving throw after you fire, or up to you, Jay.
So this one right here is dead.
That one's
Yep.
dead.
Okay, so that token is
But
just...
I don't know why. I don't know what would be giving that light enough. Oh, it's because his light's only 15 feet. I just threw the torch thing on.
It's
So
15
it wouldn't.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
technically
yeah.
you wouldn't. No.
Okay, yeah, then never...
It's 30 feet. 15 feet of that 30 feet is dim.
All right. 30 feet still wouldn't. Yeah, still wouldn't quite cover it.
I'm trying here, man.
No, that's fine.
But it's okay, because actually, now I think about it, the firebolt again just erupts. You see that fire illuminate for a second. Is it fires at something floating in the air suddenly as you spin and turn. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Shit. 18 again.
Getting lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you feel that panic set in, right? But you manage to push it down again, but you don't get the shot off. As the witch on the broom just flies, it soars, takes off out of the room. Now, darting in the other direction. Cole.
Well, now I can see this witch in front of me.
Oh, they're all dead.
This one's dead.
That one's dead? Oh, okay.
The only one that's alive is the one that flew away.
Alright. I'm not gonna bother chasing. She's flying on a broom. Yeah, until I see some sort of active threat, I'm just gonna hold my action and wait.
All right, Durango. You watch the witch fly by in the broom.
Durango lazily steps out around the other corner, mandolin at the ready, and follows it in the air with the headstock and starts blasting.
Hey!
That's a decent roll. All right. So 22 to hit for
Thank God.
7 damage.
And that's all you needed. As you follow her through the air, she's darting around in the broom. You fire that eldritch blast, and it takes her out. You watch the entire form begin to shrivel and just evaporate as she, the broom just goes tumbling on the ground.
You may rest easy, my friends. Well, no match for the great Durango Fortescue.
Of course not. Never doubted you, Rango.
I have multiple times.
And once again, the room and temple silent.
Tens. Is there anything left of them, or did they, like, everything about them just...
Are you make an investigation check?
God, I didn't see anything with those goddamn brooms.
10. Why do I roll whenever I have high modifiers for anything ever?
It'll happen to me tomorrow. Don't worry. So,
True.
digging around through the remains, it's your hands come away, and it's just rot, and what is left is almost like broken bark on a dead tree, but the inside just suddenly like spiders are crawling all over your hands as you pull it away. And,
Fuck me.
Well, if I saying something about a password,
Sounded like Bolsack.
I think it's Ballsack. Is it Ballsack?
Godsmack?
I heard Gorlmax.
He looks back at the door and just goes, Gormlax. Nothing. See? Useless. Stupid. Rango, do your thing to this door.
And which thing would that be, Mr. Tens, that you refer to? You must remember the many facets of talent of the great Durango Fortescue.
I don't know. I don't need to remember any of it, but I know that you can get rid of the fire thing that one time, so you could do it to this one too, right?
Why, Mr. Tens, I could give it a try. Durango
Or irritating.
walks up to the door, shoots Tens Veta a dashing, roguish smile as he sizes himself up to play, and starts launching into that that almost like a lullaby. Starts out very slow and simple, and builds on itself in complexity slowly until it's cast the spell magic.
Ash is gonna walk over to Cole. Oh man, I can't see in the dark.
I'm not holding your hand, mate, but you can stick by it, you know.
Belt loop. You got a belt loop. Dirty pocket inside out.
I like flip the spear around. I can't see well either, mate.
Touch his spear.
You pervert. Yeah, I just I give him the other end of the spear and sort of I guess we sort of blind mice through the hallway.
Even better, you just use this as like a cane that you just like sweep it back and forth.
And
Like,
is the sun sword still lit? I mean, they would be
Yeah.
able to see that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop the sun sword at this rate. Knowing that they can't see, I will be the beacon of hope and light that they need.
do I trip over the lady's broom? I want the broom.
Right?
I haven't seen the broom.
I mean, the brooms are there, but they are inanimate. They're not what you think they are.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Sorry.
Can't
I just
grab
wanna-
those sticks.
Are there 400 of them?
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question.
Oh, was it 40?
40, not 400.
And does it have a small like chess piece looking thing with a button on top? 'Cause we need it.
I'm really tired of having to walk all the way to this temple. I was thinking we could just move it closer to the village.
Investigated secrets from the the nice comforts of home.
Just on top of the blue water.
We bought you a new inn.
Fuck with us, Strahd. We moved your temple. What do you want?
Durango, as that lullaby takes effect, the air, the magic surrounding the door suddenly dissipates, and with a it just opens in slightly.
Tins doesn't listen for anything that Durango has to say and just darts into the room.
And Durango does have things to say as Tens is walking away. I understand that you have doubted me before, Mr. Tens, but I forgive you for being incorrect.
So as you walk into this chamber, you see the room has the walls of that glazed amber, just like the rest of the temple. The floor is a red marble. In a rough-hewn shaft in the center of its 10-foot high ceiling, you can see like a hole leading upwards. 3 intact amber sarcophagi stand in alcoves, and above each sarcophagus, never mind, those aren't there anymore. So you see the three sarcophagus.
I think at this point we would start like Tens. Oh fuck!
He's gonna slap the one on the right. I can't move though. We're still in combat apparently.
All right, hold on. Go ahead. This one.
Yep.
Okay. Again, your vision turns black. Right, that void, that oblivion suddenly surrounding you. That endless pool of dark seems to spread out in all directions. Just through your purview again, you can see just a hint of that orangey golden light from outside. Whatever the structure is, you're almost teleported inside this darkness that just begins to swirl around you. It's funny because it's very similar. This feeling that begins to overwhelm you to the same feeling you felt from the witches outside. This hunger, this never-ending hunger deep within that just begins to gnaw at your stomach. You feel it like a pain in the pit as this voice just suddenly rattles through your brain. I can't find it.
Rattles through your brain, but that's all it does. With no words are formed.
There's no
we can't
words.
find the
It's just
text.
you hear rattling of bones.
It's like it's like a couple pennies in a Coke can or something. Just
Take 2d8 rattling damage.
And it's, hello, traveler. You stand before Sky Cane, the soul hungerer. I offer you complete control over death. A great power it is, but it has a price.
I'm sorry, did you call yourself Sky Cane?
Yes.
The hell's a Sky Cane?
That's my name.
Interesting. Do I see anything, DM, or is it just darkness and hunger?
No, it's just this feeling, yeah.
Okay. Power over death. Eventually, I'd like to die. I'm gonna live forever anyway. And he just removes his hand and goes to the next one.
Could have asked.
Nope.
The price was.
Nope.
Why do we let Tens do anything?
we're not.
You
Me-
wanted him in something other than autumn. Here we go.
Meanwhile,
I'm starting to question now because I definitely said the name wrong, but it was like close, and I just inverted 2 letters. Now I'm wondering if you actually did look these up at the break.
I didn't. I have no idea.
Because you know, I felt very attacked.
I'm sorry.
The next one. The next one you step into the void, it's just suddenly broken by this bolt of lightning that shoots down and begins to just, the sky all around you just begins to electrify. The hair on your arms and the back of your neck stands up as you feel this electricity reverberating through, and you hear this crackling voice like booming thunder. My name is Zrinhala, the Howling Storm. Do you think you can withstand the true power of the storms? That is what I offer you.
You know, I bet there's somebody else that might take yours. I think, maybe.
Ash about to sell the entirety of his soul.
He moves his hand again and just goes to the next one.
Okay.
Tens, wait up a second. What?
Tens pretends that is speed demon with trap demons.
I'm glad you understand.
Okay, your 5 minutes is up, but I felt a real connection.
Actually, this one, that void is similar to almost the corpses of the witches themselves. It is this decaying mass just sort of floating in the void. This in the smell of just rot permeates the entire thing, and the sickly sweet voice whispers to you through the darkness. My name is Thekri, Queen of Boxes. I bid you to accept my gift, for it is one of great power.
What is it? You're awful nice compared to some of the others that I've talked to today.
You will be known as the one who controls health and disease at your command. Your name will reek of power.
Oh, okay, well, when you say reek, my name already reeks. It's a bad name in most people's mouths.
Ask, and this power will be yours.
I'll get back to you on that. And he releases his hand.
As soon as he does, Cole grabs him. Tens!
He just starts laughing. Sorry. Okay, so, excuse me. He points to the one. He goes, health and disease. Storms, loud and boomy, very crackly, kind of terrifying at first. And then the other one was... Hold on, I can't remember. And he goes over and he slaps it again.
I am Skyfree. The soul hunger.
Right. Sky King. He's really hungry. That one's hungry. So,
I just had a thought then, honestly.
What?
It was secrets. It was an icy one. You got all these different aspects. You think Strahd just went around and
Yes.
just all of them?
Yes. Why do you think I'm doing this? It is fun to watch them all just kind of stop for a moment as I just, ask them dumb questions and then walk away.
But what if we break him?
I don't trust it, especially the Storms one over there.
Well, we'll pick
Might
one
be
that's
like,
sort of innocuous, but relatively. Because if we break him and it somehow breaks whatever, we could just be stripping Strahd of his powers right here.
Well, that one said it stinks.
Yeah, let's break that one.
Or it could be that we are releasing this evil back into the domain.
Which then would contend with Strahd. Just a thought. If we could... Okay, so here's my thought. If we're going to do that, then let's talk about which ones we could actually possibly handle. Okay? Because so far, the only one that I like in that aspect is the one of secrets, right? And go break the one free of secrets, so that way everybody's secrets are just known, right? Fuck secrets.
I think we're missing the mark here. If those ones in the other room were all different, these ones are all different, they're all intact, but that one was not.
I'm not missing the point. I'm not missing that mark. I understand that. I mean, it's just one of those things that, how do I put this? Okay. Lesser of evils, right? If these evils are worse than Strahd, it means that Strahd is now the lesser evil that we have to deal with. And if he is the lord of this domain because of that rock, fuck it.
I don't like breaking them out. I don't think that's a great idea.
I feel that there is enough in this place that wishes our death without adding to it by releasing more things.
Right, but at the same time, who put them here? Maybe we should ask that question. And he goes, and he's like, can I ask? Okay, I haven't been very nice. Can I ask one of them that question?
Well, let's go.
He slaps the one that was the nicest, the one that was health and poison, health and disease.
Have you made your decision?
Well, I have a question. You mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Not here to answer questions. I am here to gift you power.
Well, I understand that. There are others here that might actually be offering similar things. Who put you in here? Have you always existed here?
Time is not easy to comprehend. But we were trapped here. Long, long ago. Aeons passed. And now but a fragment. A shard. But that power could be yours.
Yeah. Sure. So if I break your prison that holds you here, would that shard just go out into the world? Would you like come out and, kill us? Do things, crazy things? Would you just, outside of,
I had not imagined release in such a long time.
Well, that's some kinky stuff right there.
What great pestilence I could bring to this world. I feel that, like a memory. Disease, rampant, raging, wonderful, wonderful destruction.
Well, now you're making me not want to take your gift. Thank you. And he removes his hand.
Well,
so apparently they've been trapped here for eons, but time doesn't make any sense to them either. So it doesn't. There's no telling how long they've actually been here, or how old this temple is in the first place. They could honestly, if Strahd found this place beforehand, then that means that it predates them, right? It predates Strahd, which is understandable. He probably found a cult of some sort that was worshipping here, of whatever. Doesn't matter. Offering up great power in every corner of this temple, a little weird, right?
Kesame, was this here when your people got here, or did your people build this?
He sort of looks around again, looking over at the various sarcophagi. Well, it's difficult. It's. I don't believe it was us. We did not build it. Whatever entities built this were here long before the Dusk Elves ever settled in this valley. But whoever did it was immensely powerful, and to contain such evil, it just reverberates throughout the walls. You can feel it like a creeping sickness over this place.
The Amber seems remarkably good at holding it back, yeah? Maybe we can take a bit.
And what? Put Strahd in it? I like that idea.
If these entities can't get out, I mean, I don't know how we're gonna make a sarcophagus of Amber, but
I don't think putting the genie back in the bottle is gonna be that easy.
Probably not.
I wouldn't even begin to understand the magical warding required to trap the essentially souls or whatever these creatures were. It is akin to phylacteries of some sort, yes?
Right, that's kind of my thought. It's a lot of magic to deal with.
Yes,
Maybe hold
whatever
on.
knowledge was here is probably long dead in that creature upstairs.
Well, words. So they said that Strahd came here to learn powerful things, right? Powerful magics, that sort of thing. That lich, well, I shouldn't say lich. I don't know that that's a lich. That caster down there in that corner had some terrifying spells and was also like mentally not there, right? That takes a lot. It takes a lot to do on someone. So perhaps that one that was shattered was the Star of Magic or whatever. And Strahd has like immense magical power bullshit, right?
I mean, he's got him, mate. Again, he's going around systematically breaking the chains for anyone to discover where he got his powers. I'm actually surprised he didn't smash these. But then again, if you letting the genie out of the bottle sort of situation again. Oh, no one's gonna be making any deals with these things, right? Like, we're gonna leave them be.
But was there anything in that tome before you handed it off?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of. In fact, Chuck is actually like reading.
So's Jay, trying to read through there.
Wasn't there like a modified memory spell in there? I know it was a lot of dark stuff.
He talks about a deep lust for things. So specifically that vampire is his new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun, and its light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now.
I made a pact with death, a pact of blood.
I would not be called death so soon.
Well, that was the one that the first one, the creepy one that you touched again.
Ice and hate and secrets. We've got one that has hunger for souls, which is terrifying in and of itself.
Well, for what on earth from vampires sort of suck your blood? About the same thing?
I don't know that this is the same kind of vampires you're used to.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are we? Here's the way I see it. We're at kind of a T in the road here, crossroads. We either go around the rest of this place, open up all these doors, talk to the rest of these rocks, see what they do, or we infer that the broken one is how Strahd got his power.
Well, while we can infer that, we can also do, process of elimination, right? If we have all the answers to what he doesn't have, perhaps that will give us better insight.
We could always take a sort of scientific approach and accept one of these gifts and destroy the sarcophagus and see what happens. I know it's kind of silly. God knows only what would befall the poor victim of such a tragedy. These powers clearly must come with some sort of devastating curse.
Without a doubt. I mean, deep hunger? Ugh. No, thank you.
I mean, I'd do it. Yeah.
Well, I've heard stories of paladins resisting, certain poxes in the past.
Well, and if you destroy it, who's saying you're not releasing the thing inside still? Just because these things sound like they're giving just a little piece of whatever their deal might be. It doesn't sound like they're giving away the whole farm.
But there's also the possibility of, if you're accepting something so vast, what else will it do to you?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Mate, if he went around here and just sort of taking his pick, we've seen him use some of this, right? You know, you said that one's like a storm. We've seen him manipulate storms like that, yeah? You know, the secrets thing, he knows quite a bit. He knew where to find all these mages. Take the memories away.
Then why would he break the up? We need to know what else he can do then. And yeah, no, I think it would be incredibly wise of us to not accept one of the gifts, but just talk to them all. Figure out what they do. Figure out who they are. Perhaps.
If the demons are under no obligation to answer.
Well, what do you think I've been doing over here? I just slapped 3 of them right here in front of you.
Yeah, I know, I saw you. That was...
And I'm fine.
Ash is gonna go see if this door, while they're arguing, he's gonna go check this door.
You will forgive me for saying so, but I cannot imagine what sort of great powerful demon would allow itself to be trapped and repeatedly harassed by Mr. Tens.
I'm not harassing them for what it's worth. I'm just asking them questions. It's not like I'm over here poking and prodding and going, "Ah, you're trapped in a rock."
Should we be keeping an eye on you to prevent this from happening?
The door, like the others, Jay is or Ash is no movement, just no locking mechanism, just that large amber door.
Durango, you think you can do this one too?
As I have explained to Mr. Tens, Mr. Ash, this is quite a taxing feat. Even for the great Durango Fortescue, I am afraid this is something I can perform, but once a day.
Yeah.
The witches were saying something about a password. Is there any sort of signs on the door? Any sort of like cryptic sort of messages or anything?
By saying Tatiana.
It work?
Make an investigation check.
I was gonna say, do I recall seeing anything, written? Well, no. I asked those questions along the way. Never mind.
11.
Yeah, looking around the door, there's no writing, no symbols, nothing. Tatiana does nothing. Perhaps there's more to this temple as we have not seen. Maybe there are answers elsewhere. You would expect this sort of place to have a library of something, yes?
I think so. We still haven't gone down the stairs that we found to be secret. There's also a set of double doors on the other side.
I'll say it's quite a few sets in the main room, and this has got a bunch of. Yeah, we didn't even check the other sort of decayed bedrooms. Yeah, the one had that poltergeist in it.
Yeah, don't like that one.
Well, this wall back there is collapsed down, and we know there's something on the other side of it somewhere. Go take a look over there.
I will break my bones trying to move those rocks. Good luck.
We can't go around. There's a way around.
Where?
Upstairs we went through. We beat the rock thing down and around.
There was a hidden door
That's
that you
what
found up there.
That's what I just said. I said we should go down those stairs.
Oh, there's a lot of fucking stairs in this place.
Just know which stairs he's talking about, okay? Know what
Are
I'm
you
talking about.
You have to start classifying stairs, like stairs A, stairs B.
Fine.
Yeah.
And he goes around the corner and points to the stairs down into the space to the east. And he just goes, stairs east. There you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Ash, let's go. And Ash is going to start walking. Somebody with light.
Did we finish checking the rest of the rooms in this?
No, but we probably ought to.
Yeah, while we're here.
Zoop. Gonna open up this door in 3, 2, 1.
The door to this room opens easily. It creaks and snaps as it does. The furnishings of this bare stone room have succumbed to decrepitude, just like the rest of the, or the ones on the other side. Standing in the center of the room, however, its head scraping the 10-foot high ceiling, is this vaguely man-shaped construct. You see now through the darkness this dark wood, riveted iron, a helmed head stares blindly in your direction, cobwebs stretching from its terrible artifice to the wrecked furniture that surrounds it.
Broke the door. Hello? He pulls out a marble and he kind of like spins it in his hand as it begins to go up into the air for a moment, as like green ethereal leaves begin to kind of appear around it before it swirls off as he mage hand tries to push it.
The construct it doesn't budge. It just kind of shifts for a moment.
He's gonna step into the room and kind of look at it a little bit closer. Curious, to say the least.
What are you doing?
You're too
Found a
far,
person.
elf.
Found a thing. I'm just gonna look it over, see if there's any way to like control it or turn it on. See if there's anything on like the fist. See if it has any scratch marks, like it's maybe the thing that actually broke the furniture around.
Trying to remember here. One of you has an amulet with a V on it, an upside down V.
Yes.
That you took off. Is that you, Cole?
I don't think it was.
I think
me.
it was either me or it was Durango.
One of you took it off the guy upstairs.
Don't think it was me, actually.
Let me check my inventory. It might actually be me.
I think it might be.
No, latest thing I have is the map of Castle Ravenloft.
I thought it was Cole that searched the guy. Or
Oh, okay.
Durango. Or Durango, did you pocket it? I can't remember. That's another Durango move.
I could see it happening, but I don't.
No,
specifically remember.
Durango stayed up near the door. It was either Cole or Ash.
Oh, it might have actually been. Yeah.
Because Cole and Tins were like doing the good cop, bad cop thing, except it was more like bad cop, annoying cop.
Yeah, I didn't add it to my inventory, but it does sound super super familiar. So.
I was gonna say I don't recall any of this.
Because I told him, I think I told Cole explicitly, check him, see if he's got anything.
So if that's the case, then nothing happens, Cole, until you step foot in the room. And once you do, this light begins to shine, like blinking a few times beneath the eyes of the helmet as it kind of starts to leer a little like straighten itself out. The cobwebs and stuff shifting, the dust just permeating the room in a weird cloud, hanging like embers in the air, as it just suddenly comes to life, slamming its head and back up against the 10-foot ceiling as you enter. And that's where we'll pick up next week. So
time to destroy the rest of the temple with the robot.
And unfortunately, next week we will not be having an episode, right? I think, Ben, you are away next week.
Yeah, I'm not going to be around.
Yeah, and how dare we persist without the great Durango Fortescue? So, in the meantime, we've got a few other things we're working on, and we promise you that there's more and more stuff will be happening. Hopefully, I know we got ASD tomorrow, Sinner's Dream tomorrow. Some big things there. And of course, Plastic Cougar on Thursday, maybe. Sounds like maybe that one.
This week, no, because I've got a wedding. So, yeah, a little rough week for Neg 2. But
the real world is calling. Welcome to the summer.
Oh God.
Well,
I
I'll
just wanna
talk to
play
Soul.
D&D.
I'll see what we can do about Plastic Ogre. Maybe I'll jump in. You guys do need a lead singer.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Anyways, huge shout out to our sponsors for the evening: Foundry, Forge, Tabletop Audio, Dice Envy, of course. Make sure you get your elf eggs in. Hopefully, we're buying enough time with this last few minutes to get those dice giveaway entries in for this month's dice. Super excited to get those out to Winnie. I think those hit the mail this week. Yes.
Yeah, they just went. So
Beautiful. So super excited for that. And yeah, hopefully we will see you guys tomorrow. If not, I think it will be probably 2 weeks out before we can start to get to the conclusion of Curse of Strahd, but we've got a few other cool things that'll happen in between there. Yeah, because I think Ben's gone for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll be gone for
So
2
a
Sundays.
little break while everyone enjoys their summer, but we'll have other stuff in between there. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and let's be loud and obnoxious as we make new friends. Durango, you've been rolling like shit all night. Time to redeem
And even
yourself.
occasionally re-rolling like shit.
Mm,
That's a 5.
It continues.
Yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful.
we're gonna go hang out with Gnome Annie. Secret side chat with your favorite. Oh, it's a side chat one. Let's do a main game here. Oh, Indestructible Boy's on.
Ryan can't count over 5. Indestructible Boy's great. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Indestructible
let's
Boy's
go.
fun.
Let's go hang out.
I like
Let's make some friends, and we'll see you
Chill.
guys
Go vibe.
next time.
Bye.